It's the Joel Shit Show featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So yesterday at work, we decided to go out to lunch with some guy that used to work with us but now works for another company, moved on to bigger and better things, and it was up to me to organize it, which is not very difficult. So I sent an Outlook reminder blocking out people's calendars because I don't want people to show up late because they had a meeting beforehand, and I don't want them to have to leave early because someone scheduled a meeting while they were out having lunch with us. So I blocked out everyone's calendar from 11:30 to 1:30, and I said, let's meet at 11:45. Why did I do this? Because we were going to Harry's Hofbrau on Saratoga Avenue in San Jose, or if you go to Garden City, you would call it South Saratoga Avenue because you're fucking dumb. But putting that in the invite, 11:45, that way you have 15 minutes to get there. How prescient. I did not want people to have problems. So I get there at 11:45, which was a miracle in and of itself, because an intelligent person from my job would take 880 to 280 to Saratoga to get there, but me being a moron, I took 87 to 280 to Saratoga, which was really dumb. But I had allowed for this sort of error, and I showed up right on time. I'm standing outside ready to meet them, and I think, everyone's late. But I was on time. Then the guy who this whole thing is about, because he doesn't work with us anymore, pokes his head from out inside and says, hey, you're late, come on in. Okay. So basically, because the time I had blocked out of people's calendar was 11:30 to 1:30, nobody read the actual invitation and showed up at 11:45. They all showed up between 11:35 and 11:40 because no one's ever on time anyway. But they all thought it was supposed to start at 11:30 because that was what I'd blocked out. And I said, no, I was making it so you wouldn't get any conflicting meetings. And people said, why wouldn't you just list the time that the actual lunch is and let us worry about that? I said, because people aren't sophisticated enough to handle that. And this is a better outcome than the alternative, nobody being late. Except for me, because I was on time. But it was really bizarre, because, well, one person did show up after I did, but we knew he was going to be late. We weren't even sure whether he'd make it at all. Despite it being a Friday, he was actually working, as was I, but, you know, Friday's usually a pretty laid-back day. We get back from lunch, and people are already talking about leaving, like, oh man, our manager's on vacation. He's going to be in Europe next week on business. Why not just leave now? What the hell? That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel at joelshitshow.com.